So you know the best prakriti according to Ayurveda. Best is the one that is going to suffer the least. It's going to be the most resilient. The least number of diseases affect. Which is kapha. Kapha. And who are the most miserable poor things? They are the vatas.
The worst.
They
suffer the most, right?
They suffer the most. Because the wind carries them around and they don't have too much stability. So they have to really try to ground themselves. Kaphas have different issues. Pittas also have their own issues. They all have their own issues. But the vatas suffer the most. Is there a vata in our no, you guys have not run the test on yourselves. Okay. So we should be doing a prakriti analysis for you guys, huh?
Oh yeah.
For all of you.
We don't know what we are.
What's the name of it?
Pardon me?
What's the name of this test? Your
Prakriti questionnaire. Prakriti.
Questionnaire. Okay.
Yes.
Are we going to be doing that in the workshops?
So I have made a little list that you will do, and then we'll discuss it amongst ourselves, and then we can discuss and have our own ahas. So we'll get to that. So from the perspective of metabolism, we have kapha is slow, pittas are fast, and vatas are erratic. Now, there's a primary function of all of these three, of vata, pitta and kapha. And the role in health for kapha is that it provides stability and mass.
And what?
Stability and mass.
Mass?
Mass, like structure. Mass. Okay. So we have that. For pitta, it is transformation. Because what you're putting inside, it needs to be assimilated, needs to be converted. Who is doing those conversions? So it is pitta. And for kapha, for vata, it is flow and movement. To get the bowels moving, to get the senses perceiving, all the nerves and the bones and the joints and the gut, all of the movement is associated with vata. So because pitta is associated with transformation, what happens is that if in a person with increased pitta, it does more of that role. So when it's going to eat the food, it's going to burn it, ask for more. Burn it, ask for more. So it's going to require more food throughout the day. When he's going to require more food throughout the day, and if he does not get that, he's going to get hangry. Okay. Anyone who you see has hunger definitely has a strong pitta. Okay? Vatas also can get hangry because sometimes the wind can go towards fire and sometimes it goes towards water. When it goes towards water, the vata does not get hungry. When it goes towards wind, it cannot bear the hunger. So that is the difference. So always hangry, pitta. Sometimes hangry, vata, pitta. Because you do not have, typically you do not have only a singular prakriti. You always have dual prakriti, dual predominance. Some bits of this and some bits of that in your own nature. Okay, so from this description, how many vata pittas in the room do you think?
I feel like I'm all three.
How are you just one?
Pardon me?
I feel like I'm all three. Sometimes I'm like always hungry, sometimes I'm never hungry, and then sometimes I get so hungry that if I don't eat, I'm not hungry anymore, and then I don't want to eat, and I like want to throw up if I think about food.
Sometimes it's the time of day, like, you're not hungry in the morning, but you're hungry at night.
So there are patterns for that. So typically there are rhythms, and also the season affects it. Your age will affect it as well. But within a certain age group and it's within a certain season, if at all you're eating the same amount of food throughout the day or same kind of food, it's not that you've overeaten or binged on a meal. If you've eaten the right amount of meal, and what is that right amount decided by? It's decided by you not being completely full when you're eating, to have left a little bit of room for the stomach to process it and then digest it. And whether you're eating nuts and things as heavy as that, or whether you're eating something which is very light, rice soup, and whether you're matching it right with your hunger. And that is the element that I really want to cover very well in the third workshop, which is on Agni, and how do you feed your hunger. That's going to determine it. So coming back to the Iraq. So